pretty frustrating. Me having to slide this. There's going to be plenty of moisture in Florida, the Gulf Coast, from western Texas to the Great Lakes. A lot of moisture from Central Valley, California to Washington State. Plenty of dry weather in the front range of the Rockies, parts of the desert Southwest, and as well as from the Smoky Mountains to Virginia. Alright, and now we go back to tonight. We're gonna hold off the thunderstorms until after the radar part. But right now, let's just bring the winds here. Sorry. A few places in the Rockies, they'll get winds of up to 40 to 50 miles an hour. Gusts, I mean. Some places in the Great Lakes region, gusts will be up to 30 to 40 miles an hour. And as well as the Adirondacks, the center part of the country. Tomorrow morning, gusts up to 30 miles an hour throughout much of the south. Smoky Mountains up to 40 to 50 miles an hour in gusts, as well as western North Dakota and a few parts in the northern Rockies. But in northwestern Montana, they might get up to 60 to 70 miles an hour in gusts, up to 40 miles an hour in gusts in some parts of western Washington State. Tomorrow night, there will be plenty of gusts throughout the mid-Atlantic portion of the Appalachian Mountains. But on the coastal side, though, along the east coast, gusts will be up to 40 to 50 miles an hour, though, mostly on the coastal side. As well as for folks in the Gulf Coast, all the way up to the Big Bend of Florida. And just up to 60 miles an hour, 50 to 60 in a few places. Otherwise, it's going to be up to 40 in the northern plains. And up to 60 to 70, maybe close to 80 miles an hour in northwestern Montana. For Monday morning. Mostly on the coastal side, gusts would be up to 50 miles an hour, maybe close to 60. But on the interior side, up to 30 to 40 miles an hour, as well as for folks in the mid to upper Mississippi Valley, central Great Plains, up to 50 to 60 miles an hour in gusts near Cheyenne, and up to 70, close to 80 miles an hour in northwestern Montana. And in coastal Pacific Northwest, gusts be up to 60 miles an hour, maybe a little higher in places like Olympic National Park and south of Seattle, up to 50, 60 miles an hour in gusts. Monday night, mostly gusts on the coastal side of New England and parts of Long Island on the east end, up to 40 to 50 miles an hour in gusts, up to 30 in interior Maine, up to 40 in many places throughout the northern Rockies, but however, a few places might get up to 80 miles an hour in gusts, and up to 70 miles an hour in gusts throughout the coastal part of the Pacific Northwest. And finally, by Tuesday morning, gusts be up to 30 to 40. Hold on a minute. They'll be up to 30 to 40 miles an hour in gusts throughout the coastal part of the Northeast. In the northern plains, up to 50 to 60 miles an hour in gusts in some places like the Dakotas. The northern Rockies, they'll get up to 70 miles an hour in gusts, maybe close to 80 though. Alright, and now let's go to tonight right here where we're going to talk about any chance of precipitation whatsoever. No, not here. I mean here. So this is for tonight. We do have plenty of snow in the forecast throughout the Great Lakes region, and as well as for folks in the Ohio Valley and throughout much of the interior parts of New England. But from New York City all the way to Washington, D.C., they'll get some rain at first, but then it'll transition to snow once the temperature drops to below freezing. Then we have some showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder in the lower Mississippi to Houston and South Florida. Then we move forward into the future, into tomorrow morning. There's going to be plenty of snow, maybe some wet snow or rain mixed in with snow throughout the I-95 corridor in the Northeast, as well as the interior side of the Northeast too, but mainly snow. And parts of the Great Lakes region will get more snow, but mostly lake effect snow though. Plenty of rains in the Carolinas, snow and freezing rain in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee and North Carolina. But all that rain would make its way from northeast, from the Outer Banks, all the way to Corpus Christi and San Antonio, that is. South Florida would get some rain. The Pacific Northwest would get moisture being on its way. And look at that. They're going to get a lot of rain and some mountain snow over there by tomorrow morning. Advancing into tomorrow night, though, still some leftover snow throughout parts of the Northeast, mostly lake effect snow, and as well as a lingering amount of snow in the mid-Atlantic and offshore, mostly on the coastal side. Some rain and maybe some rain mixed in with snow throughout parts of the Outer Banks. South Florida would get some rain. Moisture still going to be a thing in the Pacific Northwest on the coastal side, but the mountains might get some snow though. Well, once Monday arrives, Monday morning that is, snow, snow, snow in the Great Lakes region. More lake effect snow throughout places like upstate New York to western Pennsylvania. Even some snow showers in northern New England and offshore from the Northeast. Just a little bit of snow in Cape Cod. And some wet snow in the Outer Banks. Bits of rain in just near Jacksonville and as well as the southeastern portion of Florida. A lot of moisture moves into the Pacific Northwest. Sorry, folks, I need a drink. I need this because I've been talking a lot. Okay. We do have, as I said, the Pacific Northwest still will get plenty of rain, maybe some mountain snow there, as well as the Bitterroot Mountains. I've already mentioned about South Florida. Monday night, a lot of moisture is going to pour into the coastal part of the Pacific Northwest. Some maybe in the form of snow. Bitterroot Mountains and Northern Rockies will get plenty of snow, as well as the leeward side of the Cascades, but not as much as those on the coast. More snow on the way in the Northeast, places like Binghamton, Philly, New York City, Albany, Western Massachusetts, Northwestern Connecticut, Buffalo, State College. Some rains will linger throughout South Florida, and a few spotty rains in eastern Montana. Finally, Tuesday morning, we do have some spotty snow showers throughout the interior parts of the Northeast. A few showers in the Florida Keys, maybe some freezing rain near Erie, as well as the northeastern part of Minnesota. We get some snow, freezing rain there, and a few places in Yellowstone. A few showers in the northwestern plains. Showers working its way into northern California on the coastal side, but still plenty of moisture moving still ongoing in the Pacific Northwest with some mountain snow, coastal and valley rains as well. Bitterroot Mountains of Idaho, a mixture of valley rains and mountain snow, maybe freezing rain and sleet. It's going to get mixed in. Alright, and now let's go here. Let's just start off with right here. It's 2 p.m. and we're going to show you guys some thunderstorms. Now, where are the thunderstorms? Up until Tuesday morning. Thunderstorms mostly in the Florida Keys, maybe a little bit. Oh, there's going to be one in Louisiana for tonight. Throughout the overnight hours, especially South Florida. South Florida would still get a lot of thunderstorms for tomorrow, all over tomorrow as well. Then we do see a line of thunderstorms moving into the Pacific Northwest. Yep, Monday morning, all those thunderstorms moving into the Pacific Northwest into Monday afternoon, then starts to fade by the evening hours. So nothing much is going to happen in terms of thunderstorms in the contiguous United States up until Tuesday morning. Alright. And now, let's go back to Radar Omega. But first things first, I do need to bring in some temperatures. Hold on a minute, folks. Yeah, just setting myself for the weather topic of the day, folks. But right now, just gonna show you guys. Well, now I'm ready to show you guys the snowfall totals for the next 3 days. For the next 3 days, let's take a look. We do have plenty of snowfall to go around. Maine, on the edges of Maine, it's just up to 3 inches of snow, though. In places like Vermont and New Hampshire, up to about 3 to 6 inches of snow. But in southern New England, this is troublesome. Folks in places like Cape Cod, they're going to get as much as up to 15 inches of snow. Long Island, up to 15 inches of snow. It's horrific, folks. I mean, this is just one model, the NAM model, but it's just that the spacing of the grid in terms of the computer models, it's a little more specific. But right now, it's all up in the air. But one thing I could say is that there is going to be at least a foot of snow in some places on Long Island. The New York City area, though, they're going to get as much as up to a foot of snow. Oh, actually make that up to 9 inches of snow. Northern half of New Jersey up to 6. Southern half, about between 6 to about 16 inches of snow. Eastern Pennsylvania, up to 10 inches of snow. Western Pennsylvania, just up to 2 feet of snow, mostly on the southwestern corner of the state. Near Erie, up to 15. In the center part of the state, though, just barely up to 3 inches of snow. As you work your way towards Maryland, near Baltimore, up to a foot of snow. The Delmarva Peninsula, though, just up to 6 inches. Washington, D.C., up to 6 inches of snow. And look at this in northeastern West Virginia. They're going to get past 2 feet of snow. Wow. Especially just near University of West Virginia. Wow. Charleston, they'll get up to 9 inches of snow. In Richmond, they'll get up to 3 inches of snow. Nothing much traceable amounts of snow near Norfolk, Virginia Beach area. Parts of North Carolina, barely an inch on the northern side, but on the mountain side, they're going to get up to 6 inches of snow, as well as the mountainside of Tennessee. Anywhere east of Nashville, just up to 3 inches of snow, but although, don't count on that, but you're going to get snow anyway. In the Ohio Valley, let's take a look. In southeastern Ohio, just up to 15 inches of snow. But in places like Toledo, barely anything. Cleveland, up to 3 inches. Akron, up to 8 inches. Columbus, up to 10 or 12. Cincinnati, up to 14. Louisville, up to 6, Indianapolis, up to a foot, Springfield, up to